Well, good evening, everybody. It is just coming up to 8 o'clock, and we are ready to start the presentation for this evening. Just give it another minute, and we will get going. Okay, so for those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Louise Riley, and I am advisory board member for the UK, Ireland and Iceland, and also I am a soaring manager. And it is my pleasure this evening to take you through the product of the month overview for October. And it is October tomorrow, and I can't believe that the month has come round so quickly. So what I'm going to do, just a little bit of housekeeping before we start. I just want to welcome our international forever business owners. And please note that the content may not apply to your local market. So anything that I share, there may be a particular product that is mentioned this evening that isn't available in your actual country. So do check with your country office. Also, as we're on Zoom this evening, please check your settings are correct and that you can see the speaker. Now, I'm the one that is speaking at the moment, and I will be passing over halfway through to my colleague and my friend, the lovely Emma Smith. But let's get the presentation rolling, and you can see that the focus for October is actually all about the drinking gels. On the screen, you can see the selection of the drinks that we have. And we have 5 different drinks that I'm going to share some information with you. Everything that is going to help you with your business, you will be able to get everything, the handy assets. There's social posts, also the presentation slides, and anything else that can help you with your retail business. So please, literally, you can go onto the link here. You'll also have a link that you can access everything if you go to foreverliving.com. And once you have logged in and you have got to your dashboard on the front, you can always access things through that. Right, so let's get on with the information. Let's talk about aloe vera and the fact that we have lots and lots of different flavors. And you know what? It's never tasted so good. I can remember now, I have been building my business with Forever since, well, in fact, it's 28 years. And all those years ago, we used to have a laugh and we used to say, oh my gosh, aloe vera is absolutely awful. It tastes disgusting and you have to have a little shiver before you take it. We used to advise people what you could mix it with. You could like put it in orange juice, or you could add a little bit of vanilla essence, all this kind of stuff to try and disguise the taste of aloe. Well, if somebody was to say to you, I've tried aloe in the past and there's absolutely no way I can drink it, I've tried it, you can say, things have actually changed, because what Forever has done has got over that particular challenge and has looked at addressing what we have with a whole array of different flavors. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of talk you through some of the benefits of drinking aloe vera, but also to explain how you can talk to people about why they can drink aloe vera, the benefits, as I said, but also the fact that we have these different flavors and how you can take your aloe. Because there are so many different ways that you can take your aloe. It isn't necessarily just taking it directly in a little shot glass and drinking it back the way it is. So I've got some exciting things to share with you. As you can see from the title, it says Autumn Cocktails and Smoothies. And that is what we're going to be focusing on, how you can actually introduce people to the amazing benefits of aloe, but giving it a little bit of a slight edge. Now, we have 2 different kinds of containers that you get aloe in. First of all, we have, in fact, we have three, I should say. First of all, we have the big litre drinks, we have them in the PET bottles. And then we have another one, which I'll talk about, which is the Forever Freedom, which is in another plastic bottle. It's a different drink. And then the third way that we get them is in the Tetra Pak. And the Tetra Pak is actually the way that you get our aloe minis. So I will kind of explain as we go along. Some questions that have come back is how are these PET or PET bottles? They are made, as you can see, from clear and durable, lightweight, 100% recyclable plastic, and the sleeve cannot be recycled. So once you have finished with your drink, then you need to take the outer sleeve off. The easiest way to take the outer sleeve off is to work from the bottom of the bottle and pull it apart up there, up the seam, take it up the seam, take it off, take the bit around the top of the neck of the bottle, and then you can pop that into your bin, and then the plastic bottle is for recycling. And of course, we want to make sure that everything we're doing is as much as we can in alignment for being as sustainable as possible. And of course, please explain to your customers exactly how this actually is the PET bottle, the recyclable bit, that's a hard word to say, and the bit that isn't. So I'd like to play you a video, and this video is going to give you a little bit of an understanding of where it all starts with our aloe vera and what makes our aloe second to none. So once we've played the video and got that information, I'm going to share a little bit more with you.
In the Forever Aloe Fields, the largest of its kind in the world, we grow the earth's best and most nutritional type of aloe vera. We've never used synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. And our goats weed the fields and naturally fertilize the land. After harvest, aloe vera outer leaves are added back into the soil, ensuring our land stays rich and vibrant for generations to come. And now, we are proudly certified organic.
Excellent. Right. Let's go to the next. Can we see that one? Yes. If perfect. I think we can now. Right. Okay. So Forever Living is the aloe is certified organic, and this is really important that when you're talking to people about our products, you can talk about the aloe is grown organically. So it's organically grown and it has the certification, as you can see at the bottom. There are a variety of certifications out there, so make sure that you are choosing the right one, which is the USDA organic. And that means that when you're talking to people about our products, you're not saying the product is organic. It's very important you say that, because if you, let's just say the propolis cream as an example. So we have a propolis cream that has our organic aloe vera in it, and it also has the addition of things like propolis, which comes from the beehive. It's not the whole product that is organic. That is why that when you see on the label there isn't an organic logo on any of the products, because that would clarify as though that the product is organic. Okay, even down to the drinking gel. The drinking gel, we have added in a little bit of vitamin C into the drinks. So as you can see from the slide here, the plain gel is 99.7%, and that is the organic aloe vera. And then the other 0.3% is coming from like the citric acid that we have added to it. And the citric acid obviously is like vitamin C. There's nothing else being added in there. I hope that kind of makes sense to you. Right, I would like to give you a really, really simple way of when you are talking to people about drinking aloe, what are the benefits? Remember, people don't want to know all the 0.7% and everything. So please don't get yourself hung up and thinking, I've got to try and remember what percentage of aloe is in each one. Seriously, people don't really want to know that. And for those people that do want to know that, then you can send them the information that you can get from as a downloadable, you can get it in a slide format, which is in the Forever Living, I think it's in the tools and the product tools, where it's downloadable, and it's got each product we have, there is a slide or a PDF of each product. And what I suggest to people is that someone wants to know more of the technical side, you might say, then just send them one of those particular, you could take a screenshot, or you could just download it and send the particular products. We've got the whole range in there. So don't get hung up about that. Okay, so why do people drink aloe? Well, I'm sure you're aware that most people, they want to have really, really good skin. They want to have great nails. They want their hair to be lovely and shiny and bouncy. People want to have lots of energy. They don't want to be tired. People really want to focus, especially this time of year, on their immune system and their digestive system, and their immune system and digestive system kind of work together. People want to have great joints. People want to have a really good respiratory system. In fact, people want to be the best that they can be. And that is why people choose to have a shot of aloe every day, because aloe vera contains a whole cocktail of nutrients. And it's the nutrients in aloe vera that are going to support your body in all those areas I've mentioned to be in balance. And that is how your body wants to be. It wants to be balanced. It doesn't want to be overactive or underactive. And that is why we never use that kind of word boost, because our body doesn't want to be boosted. Our immune system doesn't want to be boosted. Our immune system wants to be in balance. So when we're talking to people about drinking aloe, we always talk about our body wanting to be in balance, and we always talk about our areas of our body wanting to be healthy. Okay, now this is our plain gel, and I always talk about the flavors, because people will choose which aloe drink they want to take by the flavor. That is the main reason that people will choose. So this one is quite sharp, a little bit like grapefruit juice. And then we have the fact that we've added in the vitamin C. Now, when we're talking about, if you want to start talking about how it works around the body, then if you're sharing information with people, you have to talk about it's the vitamin C, which is the addition of the vitamin C is going to help with the immune system. But to be honest, just keeping it really, really simple and saying that, you know, if you want to look after your immune system or your skin, your hair, your nails, you want to look at your energy, then have a shot of aloe every day, and let's look at the flavor that you would like the best. As I said, this has a bit of a kick about grapefruit juice, but you can mix it. You can mix and match. You can add things in. You could put in, for example, your RG if you want to. You can have it neat if you want to have it, whichever way you want. And if we now move on to the other three that we get in the PET bottles, we have our aloe berry nectar, the aloe mango, and the aloe peaches. And really, these are to support what we call flavor fatigue, because you may just get bored with having the same aloe all the time, or you may decide you want to change the ones that you have through the seasons. Obviously, we have 4, so you could have one season if you want to. Mix and match, do whatever you want to. You might have a shot in the morning, you might have a shot in the evening and choose to have different flavors. You may even decide that you want to mix the two together. It's like something that I do with my shakes, my Forever Light Ultra. I take some of the Forever Light Ultra, and I also take some of the plant protein, and I take half a scoop of each and mix them together when I'm making a shake. Not all the time, but sometimes if I feel I just want to give myself some extra protein. So you can do exactly the same thing with your drinks. In fact, I also put my aloe into my shake in the morning. I just put it all together and it's like a big powerful drink, and I add in the RG. So you can really mix and match. And if you're getting people to see the benefit of that and not just thinking they've got to take a little shot every day, let's put some fun into having our aloe. So the berry nectar, think about it as being more fruity because of the apples and the cranberries in there. And then if you like something quite sweet, you have a choice between having the peaches, and the aloe in the peaches also has a little bit of grape juice in there as well. So it's very sweet. But if you're somebody like something a little bit more smooth, sweet and fruity, then definitely I would suggest having the aloe mango. In fact, aloe mango seems to be a firm favourite with children. So let people try them. Now, when I'm getting people to try the aloe, a little tip for you, I always start with people having the sharp one. So always the plain one. And I always say, wow, do you want to try a little bit of this? And literally just a tiny bit in a little shot glass. And I say, just try that. Now, some people go, oh yeah, I can have that. And I'll tell you at this particular point, most people are trying to work out if they could take it. And they do, they go, oh yeah, I could drink that one. Or, oh, that's a little bit too sharp. Oh no, that's a bit like I remember the old days. Yeah. And then go to the cranberry and apple one, the berry nectar, and say, now this is a little bit fruitier. And then go to the peaches and then the mango. And what's really interesting, some people will actually say, oh, that's too sweet. That's too sharp. And in fact, I like that one. And also what I find is that if people kind of go, yeah, I think I could drink them all, they then say to me, which has got the most aloe in? And I say the plain one, and they go, well, you know what? I think I'll have that one. So, don't always think that people are going to make a choice specifically down to the flavors. Always kind of keep it in the order of the plain gel has most aloe in, and then we go to the berry nectar, and the mango and the peaches are more fruity. So, literally, let people taste them and let them make a decision. You're not taking a drink for a specific health area. They will all help your body to be in balance and give it all the nutrients it needs in exactly the same way. Right, now we do have one that is slightly different, and the one that is slightly different is the Forever Freedom. And as it says on the slide, wake up and get your day moving. And this is all about on the move. If you are somebody that wants to focus on movement, especially if you are looking at your joints, that is because of the addition alongside the plain aloe, there has been the addition of glucosamine and chondroitin and MSM. Now, if you're somebody that thinks I can't remember those words because they're quite long words to remember, it's absolutely fine. All you need to do is say it contains sulfurs, and these are sulfurs that you find in normal healthy joints. So if you're somebody that has an interest in supporting your joint health, you may decide that you want to have the one that has these sulfurs. So glucosamine and chondroitin are found in normal healthy joints. MSM is not found in your joints, but it's another sulfur which is very soothing on the body. Now, the flavor of this one is quite interesting. To me, it tastes, because it has the addition of orange in there. So remember the sulfur. So it's the sulfur and the orange. To me, it gives it a little bit of an almondy flavor, or even marzipan. If you think about marzipan that you get on your Christmas cake, it has that kind of flavor to it. And as I said, this is really popular for those people who are focusing on their joint health, but also active people, sports people, people are on the go. So yeah, just always remember that this is another one that you can recommend that is more, you might say, focused in one particular area rather than being a little bit more as a generic drink. Right, so taking your aloe. As I said, you may decide that you want to take it with your RG. And that is literally putting your sachet of RG in your aloe and giving it a good shake. As I said, I take it with my Forever Light Ultra. And all I do is I take my shake or my shakes and I put them together with, I put in soya milk, and then I add in my aloe, whichever aloe I'm having, and I put in some things like spinach, or I put some fruit in. Once again, it depends which one I'm having. So when I'm using the plant protein, I like to have it with spinach. And then, of course, if I'm adding in things like, let's say I'm using the mango, then I might put in some frozen fruit, whatever. So it is really mixing and matching and making your own aloe smoothies. Of course, when we have our Forever Light Ultra, if you want to go to the C9 booklet that you can download from your foreverliving.com dashboard, if you go into the section of product information, and you can go there and find your C9 booklet. There's some ideas around the shakes and also recipes that you can use as well if you want to combine your shake and your aloe together. And yeah, you can just have it neat. You can have it just as it comes, or you can do what Bo does. And let me share the next video. Oh. And not a drop left. No problem with the flavor there. Now there you saw the tetra container. So remember that you can get the plain gel, and then you get the all the other fruity ones. You can get them in the minis, and you'll find that the minis are very, very handy for if you are out and about, going away for a weekend. And also if you're deciding to meet people and you want to do some tasting, rather than taking the big bottles, you might want to take a big bottle so you can show people what they look like. But if you're out and about or you're meeting people, let's say in your lunch break, and you want them to try some aloe and you've taken some along, it's a lot easier to take the small ones. And we can get those in tri-packs as well. So once again, you can mix and match. You might want to get people to try a tri-pack with the small ones and mix and match first before they decide which flavor they want to get as a big one, or flavors. Now, as I said, I was going to talk about cocktails, but I think we should be on the angle of mocktails, really. My son actually has a cocktail business, and it's called Giraffe Cocktails. I had to say that. I had to give him a little bit of a plug. And why have I mentioned Giraffe Cocktails? Because my son actually has done these mocktails for us, because he is a cocktail and mocktail expert. He does actually do mocktails as well. So what he did, he specifically looked at them to see how we could incorporate making some super special mocktails around our drinking gels. So here we have the first recipe, which is our cranberry sparkles, and you can see it's berry nectar with some cranberry juice, orange juice, soda water and frozen cranberries, and that's the first one. And then the next, I have a couple, and I also asked him if he could put one together which is incorporating our absolutely amazing More Coffee. It's one of my most favorite products of all time. If you haven't tried the More Coffee, I urge you to get the More Coffee and give it a go. One thing I know I'm talking about the drinking gels, but one thing I will say is that they come in the little pods there, which go into a coffee machine, which has they're compatible with Nespresso actual pods. It doesn't have to be a Nespresso machine. Okay, so just remember that there are some machines that will take the variety of different size pods, but make sure yours will take that, and you do not have to put them in a Nespresso machine. That is a question has come up and I need to bring it in there. So this is an absolutely amazing iced coffee for you to try. More coffee, forever freedom, almond milk and vanilla syrup. And why not introduce that one to people who are into or active being sport? Because one of the biggest things that people do before sport, they're looking at getting their energy levels up. And lots of people will have a shot of caffeine or black coffee before they do exercise. I've worked with professional footballers, and one of the things they were often told was to have black coffee before they were doing a workout, believe it or not. So if you've got the combination of the more coffee and the forever freedom, what's a better way to talk to people who are being active into sport and looking at energy, going to the gym, etc.? What a great way to start the day. And then if you fancy a little bit of the tropics this autumn, why not try the mango and peach cooler, which has a combination of the mango, the peaches, the grenadine, lime juice and lemonade. So there are a few different ideas for you around our drinking gels. Now, with that in mind, I said that we're kind of hitting to autumn, but when we think of autumn, we're also thinking about Christmas. And I know that Emma is going to make you feel a little bit worried of how many shopping days there are till Christmas. She's going to break the news, guys, and I know we all go, oh gosh, but she's going to give you loads of inspiration. So thank you, Emma, and thank you for letting me know about the slides. At least they're all working now, and I will just I will move the slides for you, so just let me know. Anyway, I'll hand over to Emma, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise. And I'm going to say, you're going to love me or hate me, but I have seen how many people are logged in. And if you log off now, I will be annoyed at you. So do not log off if you are one of those people that's like, no, don't talk to me about Christmas. And I've just put a post on my social saying the same, love me or hate me. But the reality is, do we even know how many days till Christmas without Googling it? If you do, fire it in the comment box straight away. I'll give you a couple of seconds. If not, I'm going to break it to you. It is only 86 days until Christmas. 86 days. So be honest, have you even thought about Christmas? Have you, have you considered any Christmas shopping yet? Have you done your Christmas shopping? There's people like my mum that is super organised, and she normally has all of her Christmas shopping done and dusted really early. Are you a last minute Larry? Are you one of those people that waits right until the death? So everybody is different. I can see lots of comments firing in. At least people don't hate me, but 86 days to go. So my job then this evening is to share some tips, some advice, and just some information around Christmas, because like Lou said, tomorrow is the 1st of October, and oh, someone's just said they can't see me. I have shared my camera, but I don't know. That's not important. As long as you can see the slides, don't worry. The 1st of October is tomorrow. So October, November, December, we call that the golden quarter, and it is called the golden quarter because it is where the retail industry makes its most profits. And believe it or not, we are in the retail industry. We are in the best industry. This is going to be my 11th Christmas with Forever, and I can tell you that each golden quarter of each year just gets bigger and better. We grow as a company, our products are phenomenal, and to know that we are in the right marketplace at a time where people are prepared to spend money. And the next point just highlights that. The predicted total spend, and this is based on stats just for the UK, the predicted spend in the UK alone for this year is going to be roughly £21 billion. When you think about that's in the UK, that is a country that has had a little bit of an up and down year. There's been lots of uncertainty in the year, yet they're still predicted to spend 21 billion. And an average UK household the stats are showing that you're going to spend around £1,812 on a combination of gifts, decorations, food and entertainment. Now, some of you will be looking at that thinking, that is a ridiculous amount of money. Who even spends that much money? And some of you will be looking at that thinking, wow, I'm double that, triple that. So it is average. Everybody is different. You know, I've got one child. Somebody might be logged on here that's got 10 kids. So it's all relative, isn't it? So average spend is 1812. So people are out there, people are looking to spend money. And I say this every year, it is a time of year where people just don't compromise. They want to make sure that this time of the year is a time to celebrate, and they do whatever it takes to either find the money or spend the money to have a magical, magical Christmas. We do have 2 big sales days that see massive, massive peaks. The first one, and I would get this date in your diary, is Black Friday, which this year is the 29th of November. It is an American thing, isn't it? But we jump on all the hypes from America. And Black Friday, historically, again, in business has been a huge, huge day. Of course, this is a day where people are looking for discounts. We are in this business to make money. So if you are in this business and you do not discount the products, then I would probably say ignore Black Friday, because people are looking for offers and discounts. But if you are in a position where you think, yeah, you know what, I might offer a little bit of discount, then Black Friday, get that in your diary, because that will be around before you know it. And then there is the Saturday before Christmas, is nicknamed Panic Saturday, and that is the biggest sales day in December historically. I joke, I always say it's 99% men. Sorry for any males that are on the call being tarnished with the same brush as the men in my life. My dad, my husband, my cousins, my brother, everybody else who panics the Saturday before Christmas. The good thing is, for people like you and I, we have got products that are readily exposable for these people to purchase. Next slide, please, Lynn. So we've got to be thinking then, how are we going to boom our sales, and where do we start? So the first thing that we need to start with is we need to be looking after our existing customers. So do not neglect your existing customers. What I start to do from tomorrow, and I have already I've already printed some off. I've got my printer at the side here, so I was going to grab one there, but I don't know where I've put them. I offer a personal shopper service. So from the 1st of October, every time a customer orders from me, I pop the little personal shopper form in. You can download these personal shopper forms all on our Forever portal now. All of the tools are on there. I pop a little personal shopper in, and it basically just says, name your budget, tick the boxes of simply what you're looking for. Is it sport and weight management? Is it for a male or female, age range? And let me do the work for you. I will pop them in from tomorrow. Some of my customers will message me and be like, Emma, are you kidding? It's October. Others will be will message and say, you've just reminded me, I do need to look at getting some skincare for my friend, for my husband, for my wife, whoever it may be. And also in the past, I've had lots of female customers that have said, I've handed it to my husband as a little bit of a hint. If he asks you, I want the infinite range. Or if he asks you, I wouldn't mind a C9 for Christmas, whatever it may be. So those personal shopper service, just pop them in, and it reminds people that you are there to help them with their Christmas shopping. So a customer then will not only be in a position where they're buying their regular products from you, they will then start to look at supporting local businesses like yourself, and will start to do their Christmas shopping with you. If you feel that tomorrow onwards is too early, the chances are you are going to miss the boat with it, because if you wait until November, a lot of your customers will turn around and say, I already did my Christmas shopping, I wish you'd have told me last month, or gosh, I never thought to purchase products from you. I've already started. So get in there early and plant that seed, if you like. Let people know that you offer gift vouchers. This in particular, gift vouchers, I find is more of a Panic Saturday type of purchase. And I can't tell you how many gift vouchers over the years I have sold right up till Christmas Eve, when people have messaged me saying, Emma, I'm in a pickle. Have you got any products? Of course, I can't turn products around. I'm not the product centre. I can't turn them around in a day, and I don't have any stock. But I have gift vouchers. And I think people love that. They say, brilliant, I'll send you £50. Can you send me a gift voucher? And then they've got a gift voucher for their friend, their family member, whoever. Everybody panics, don't they? You know, well, a lot of people panic on that last couple of days before Christmas, thinking, have I bought enough? Should I get something extra? So gift vouchers are key. The only thing you need to remember with the gift vouchers is if somebody does buy a £50 gift voucher off you, that £50, don't just spend that. You've not made 100% profit on a piece of paper. Put that to one side, because you know that you are going to get an order from that customer. And just make sure you pop an expiry date on your gift vouchers. I'm quite sneaky. I always put the end of February, so I only give them 2 months to use their gift voucher. Offers for repeat orders. I think I'm going to touch on this possibly in a couple of slides, but I always say a customer isn't a customer until they've purchased from you a second time. They are a trial customer. So I like to entice people to get that second order in. So whether that be a little discount, whether it be a little added value, you know, adding an aloe lip balm, it is such an underrated product, which I absolutely love, but it makes people so happy when you pop an extra little lip balm or some samples or something extra just to get their repeat business, because once they've purchased from you a second time and you have got them sort of in your product cycle, they will continue to purchase from you, of course, with good customer service. Christmas cards as well. I send all of my customers a Christmas card. Now, I put voucher stroke gift. This is very much dependent on my customer, what their monthly spend is, or what they've spent with me throughout the year. And I always like to just give a little back at Christmas. I think it goes a long way. As soon as it is acceptable to start posting Christmas cards, I do so, but I will start to write these out in November, because I've got quite a lot of customers, and just having that little Christmas card that drops on their, you know, through their letterbox that just says, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you for supporting my business this year. A little gift for you from me, whether that be a little gift voucher, you know, £5 off your next order, £10 off your next order, discount, whether you pop some little freebies in, whatever you want to do, it means a lot. And the feedback that I get year in, year out from my customers, they absolutely love it. And I think, well, my product business wouldn't be, you know, the income that it is if I didn't look after these customers. So maybe just pop that in your to-do list, get yourself some Christmas cards and start to write your customers through your Christmas card list. Next slide, please, Lou. So then we're looking at gaining new customers. So you need to be getting out there now and thinking, where can I get Christmas markets? And what Christmas markets and what Christmas stalls can I do? Out of interest, has anybody got any Christmas markets or Christmas stalls or any events booked at all? The top picture is the very last Christmas event that I did last year. I think it was about 3 days before Christmas. I've got, I don't know if it's 11 or 13, I did add it up the other day, events, stalls, tabletops, whatever you want to call them. I have already got those booked in. I've got a few pending that are getting back to me just to let me know if they've not already got a forever living business owner going. But I, every year, build those connections with the other stall holders, with the people that run the events, and I make sure that I'm on their list, and I already say, yes, book me in for next year. So I bank my spot year in, year out. So if anybody local to me tries to get certain events, they'll probably say, no, we've already got a business owner, and the likelihood it is myself, because anytime there is an event, whether it be, I'm just trying to think where I've got them now. I've got them at school, in school fairs. I've got them in church halls. I've got a few in like an actual shopping mall. This one on the top was like what's it called? Like a ballroom, where there's lots of ballroom dancing, and they was trying to raise money for their like the charity they work towards. Everywhere you go, and there is nothing more frustrating, I find, than when I go out for the day and I come across where there's lots of local businesses with stalls, and I think, oh, how did I not know about this? And you know, I've got a 6-year-old, and quite recently she's been coming to some of the events with me. She's absolutely loved it, because a lot of them have been oh, just lost my A lot of them have been really child friendly, and there's a few at Christmas where they have got Santa coming, they've got gifts, they've got lots going on, and they've said bring the kids along if you're working around. And I think that looks really good when people can see that you're working your business around your kids. And people, I'm not just saying this, people don't not buy from my little girl. When Skylar's there with the box of aloe lip balm, she doesn't give them much of a choice. So if you haven't, get them booked, have a little look, pop it on Facebook, pop it on you know, your Instagram, your different social medias, and ask the questions, does anybody know of anywhere that would be happy for me to go along? You can promote yourself, you can promote your business, you can promote your products, you can do everything. And I just had a little idea from Louise's for slides then. At Christmas, it's very mulled wine. Everybody's in a really good mood. I normally do events where people have got Christmas cake freshly baked and things like that. And I, over the years, have had like aloe blossom tea to try and drag people over. I am totally going to make those mocktails now and use that. You can probably just about see on the top picture behind my head that I always have the aloe there to taste. So I'm going to go with the mocktails now. If that does not entice people over to my stall, then I don't know what will. And if people then have a little sip, they don't realise what it is, and then they like it, especially the mango, which is my favourite, then you're going to get those customers, aren't you? You can gain new customers from your referrals. So by being good at what you're doing, looking after your customers, good customer service, they are going to refer you to their friend. You know, if somebody else is saying, I need to start my Christmas shopping. Oh, well, I've started mine. My friend Emma does Forever Living. Do you want me to put you in contact with her? She's got some lovely skincare. You could sort your family out. Again, it will only happen, a referral, if you have had a good experience. And we use the analogy all the time that if you have a nice meal in a restaurant, you would recommend that. Of course, you would tell people, they would then go and eat in that restaurant. So it's all about the referral and the recommendation. Personal shopper form, I've obviously said about the personal shopper forms, but what I would do on a new customer basis is every year what I do is I print off a couple of hundred Dear Neighbour letters. I edit it slightly just because, of course, I don't want people to think I'm sending the same thing out on my Dear Neighbour letter. So my Dear Neighbour letter just reintroduces myself, reminds people that I live local to them, what my business is, and if they would like a brochure, they can let me know. I can send them one like online, or I can send them one like an actual brochure in the post, and I attach a personal shopper form. Each year I get a handful of orders, a handful of messages back. I also put my shop link on the letter as well, because I do think sometimes people don't like to reach out, but they're quite happy to just jump on the link and purchase themselves. But that is a great way of just blanketing the area. And some people think, oh, well, I'm still here, my neighbours are still here. But you only know the houses that are in quite close proximity to you. You don't know if people have moved, who's new to the area, if somebody maybe didn't see the letter last year and then they get it this year. So put some time aside in the next couple of weeks. Again, if you've got kids, take the kids for a little walk. When you're taking your dog for a walk, or even just get out and get your own steps in, and just pop those personal shopper forms with your Dear Neighbour letters. And of course, experience packs, not teaching you anything new there. We've spoke about experience packs over the weeks of rolling training. Let people try the products, let them sample them. People like to try before they buy. I heavily promote the 60-day money back guarantee as opposed to experience packs, because I believe that they are experiencing the product. Like I said, they're not a customer till they purchase a second time. So if they are experiencing that product, then if they don't like it, they get their money back. So I use that as a way of getting them to try the products before they really, really commit to becoming a full customer. Next slide, please, Louise. So Christmas gifts, I am not creative in the slightest, and I do jazz my Christmas stall up. I change my tablecloth to a little bit Christmassy, because I do stalls and events all year round. I don't make it as Christmassy as the next, but I think less is more sometimes. So I do the traditional baubles on the left. I have the little Christmas tree. The baubles, you can buy them on Amazon, you can buy them on eBay. I did write down what size you need, and I've completely forgot, so I'll share that. If anybody does know the size to hand for baubles, don't make the mistake I did once, where I bought baubles that you probably couldn't even fit. like a 2p piece in. So you get the baubles, I pop you can't really see on that picture, the picture's a little blurred. I put an aloe lip balm in there, a Lindt chocolate, a little bit of tinsel, and they literally sell out. Every event I do, I come home and I'm constantly popping lip balms, Lindt chocolates. Buy yourself double Lindt chocolates as well, because it's only right you eat a chocolate as you pop a chocolate in the bauble. And they're just a really lovely little gift, a little stocking filler. People like them because they're reasonably priced and they just look really nice on the stall. You then can just bundle together some little products that sell well. I pop the little red ribbons on things, or the little red bows, just to make it a bit Christmassy. I always have lights on my table, like Christmas lights. Little candy canes. The reason I put candy canes out, and you can get these, I think you get 10 for £1 in B&M's. I put them on the table because, again, it entices kids over. Kids walk over, the parents walk over. 9 times out of 10, the kids ask if they can take a candy cane, and I let them have it. So it just brings people over to your stall. The little Christmas hats that I have them on the top of my product, so you can see it on the top of the tooth gel. They're actually what you can get them online. They're what you put your cutlery in at Christmas, and there's like a little stocking behind the picture on the right as well. If you search online for just like handmade like cutlery, Christmas cutlery holders, you pay next to nothing for them. I just have them in my box, and I put lip balms, I pop them on the top. They fit perfectly on the top of our tooth gel, moisturiser, propolis, all those types, and it just makes your stall look really nice. But the good thing with that as well is if you don't do stalls and events, that's absolutely fine. You can just have some of your products at home, because I'll tell you now that these products that you can see on the screen, that collagen as example at the top, the moisturiser toothpaste at the bottom, they're my products. They're open. I choose not to buy stock, because we have an incredible delivery service where you have products within a couple of days of ordering, and I just think, how would I even know where to begin with what stock I would sell? So if you like having stock, that is absolutely fine. That is your call. For me personally, I just wouldn't know where to begin. There'll be the odd thing like lip balms I have tons of because I know I sell them, and very randomly avocado soaps, because I wrap them up at Christmas as well. They sell very well. I predominantly get my Christmas shopping done nice and early. So as an example, I know exactly what my mum will want for Christmas from my range, what my dad will want, what my sister will want, what my husband will want. And I get that all ordered very early on. So I will probably have my family's Christmas shopping done in October. I will then use those products on my stalls, on my events, on my tabletops when I'm out and about. If then somebody does say, can I purchase that? Then I'm quite happy to sell that to them, because I can buy it back because I've bought it for a family member anyway. So I will have some stock on there, but apart from that, my products are open, and I say, look, I've brought everything open for you to try, smell, use, and then I will place the order for them. So it might be worth you just getting some of your products, have a whip around your house, and just take some little nice pictures with Christmas bows, Christmas wrapping paper. If you haven't had a look on the accessories part on your Forever Living shop, all the Christmas ribbon is on there, the Christmas wrapping paper is on there, all with the little Forever logos. So if you are creative and quite arts and craftsy, then you can really jazz up your products and decide, what packages you want to do, how you want to make things look. That is totally up to you. Customer service is key. So I have said this a few times, and I'm obviously not going to repeat myself about a customer on the second purchase, but you've got to remember customer service. Having good customer service is what keeps that cycle spinning. Like I said, you wouldn't go back to a restaurant if you didn't like it. You wouldn't recommend things if you didn't rate them. So you've got to be making sure you follow up with your customer, you look after them, and don't be lazy. Follow up. When somebody inquires about a product, make sure you are logging it, making sure you are on top of your 1 to 31 folders. Make sure that you don't leave any stone unturned, whether that is a lip balm or whether that is a box of collagen. They are customers, and a lip balm can turn into a box of collagen, and a box of collagen can turn into 10 boxes of collagen, and a team member, whatever it may be. So follow up with everybody and everyone. You might have a customer information page or a support group. So I know for myself, we have a support page where we share lots of information about the products, we share testimonials, we share advice, we share the do's and don'ts, we share everything that we can. So it helps to support customers, it helps to give them the confidence in the products, we keep them up to date with everything. And that in itself is great customer service as well. Offers and incentives, again, that is totally up to you, what you want to do when it comes to incentives and offers. Don't just think that you've got to be in front of people at the stalls, at the events, at the tabletops, because there is still, when COVID hit and everything went online, lots of the events all went online, and lots of them were that successful that they've stayed online. So I've actually got two so far, like Christmas shopping events where we've got a slot on a group. There's a couple of thousand people and you've got that slot where you can showcase, you can go live, you're given admin access, you can go live, talk about whatever you want. I think I've got like an hour window on one and I've got a day on another where I can post up to 10 times. So there are online markets, there are online Christmas events. You've got to just search for them and ask the questions. And remember, when it comes to the products, you can go in with the products, people will naturally fall in love with the products. So always offer the business opportunity. If people don't want the business, that's fine. It is your job to share the opportunity with them, and it is their job to then take a look and decide if it's for them or not. It might not be for them now, but it might be down the line. And my getting with people when I'm talking about the products and they're coming and asking for more product range, and normally if there's a bit of a price query, I say, look, why don't you take a look at the business opportunity? It might not be for you, but the reason I got started in business initially was so I could buy my products heavily discounted. And then naturally by falling in love with more products because I got them cheaper, and then grew a customer base, earned an extra income, built a team, and it snowballed from there. Having a real natural approach of going in and offering the business, people might be thinking, well, I could do what Emma's doing. I could do these little Christmas bundles. I could probably put my money on, they'll all say they'd make a much better job of it than me as well. So always offer the business opportunity. It's not your call to be thinking, I don't think it's for them or they're too busy. Always offer the opportunity. Use the tools provided. So I think this is the next slide, please, Lou. I don't know why the same picture is on there. There's a couple of pictures. So again, go onto your Forever portal. Did anybody know that there's a Christmas brochure that head office have uploaded? It's a beautiful looking brochure as well. It downloads quite easily. So I've already uploaded this onto our sort of customer information group. I have been sending it on Facebook Messenger to lots of my customers, and I've got it there. So if anybody asks, it just makes Christmas shopping a lot easier. So it's got real beautiful images in there, like you can see, things bundled together that people would naturally buy. So download the Christmas brochure. There's lots of these images that are super classy. If you did want to use this type of image, it might be for some type of marketing. I do stand by the fact that a picture of you with the product or you using the product is much more relatable. But if you do like a good sort of static image like this for any other type of advertising, then there are some amazing images on there. There's lots of tools. There's business tools, the little Christmas cracker that you saw on one of the pictures, that is on the tools as well. So just download the zip file and everything is in there. Then what I want you to do is I want you to be thinking about, well, how much do you need to earn to pay for your Christmas? And I say this every year and I share this, and I know these figures have changed slightly for the better. You actually earn more money than this. But what I say to people is every 1st of October, write a list, do your shopping list. And it might be that you think, right, Sonia kit for that person, toner for this person, pop it all in your cart. Pop it all in your cart and see how much that is going to cost you. Then maybe factor in the cost of your food, the cost of your decorations, whatever it may be. And if you are one of them people that is like, wow, Emma was spot on, I'm going to spend £1,800 at Christmas, then have that figure and think, right, how many case credits do I need to do to earn myself £1,800, or if it's I need to earn £500 to pay for Christmas, what do I need to do? Because there are not many businesses out there where you can decide from day to day how much you are going to earn. It's down to you. So if somebody said to you tomorrow, you absolutely have to find me £100, you had nothing in your bank, you have to find me £100 today, or that's it, you know, it's just non-negotiable, £100, and you are sat on this business, you would find £100. £100. If I said to you, if you're not yet a manager, as an example, all you need to do tomorrow is retail 2 case credits and you'll be a manager, I think everybody on this call would do whatever it takes to find the 2 case credits of retail. You would be speaking to everybody to hit that promotion. So you've got to have that same fire in your belly, and it might be you'll work it out, you'll look at where you are on the marketing plan and think, right, okay, well, I need to retail 8 case credits to pay for my Christmas. You then might break that down and be like, wow, so if I do 4 case credits in October, 4 case credits in November, then my Christmas is paid for. If you already do 4 case credits every month, then you need to be adding an extra, because what you don't want to be doing is thinking, well, I earned that anyway, and you don't see the benefit. So this is what you need to be adding on to what you already earn. Now, if that's just an extra 2 or 3 case credits a month, but by doing that extra work, reaching out and speaking to people, knowing that you have paid for your family's Christmas, there's no feeling like it. But you have to plan now. You have to plan now. And it is much nicer as well if you can earn that money in the next couple of weeks and get your orders in for your friends, your family in October. Then you've got those products in circulation for your events. It just makes running your business much smoother. So then with all of that momentum, all of the tips, all of the advice, everything about your customer care, looking after them, and then of course putting all of the things into practice, looking at how much you want to earn, you can then focus on 2025. And I know people hated me 25 minutes ago when I started and I was talking about Christmas. People are now going to hate me even more talking about 2025. Well, that is the reality, isn't it? That in what will that be then, 96 days? We are in a new year, but the work that we do now, a lead up time of 12 weeks, that will gain that momentum. And if you get to work now and put everything into place and have that solid focus, that momentum will naturally roll into January, and it will give you a solid retail base. It will give you a massive pipeline of people you can speak to about the business. Happy customers means more customers. And it just sets you up to start 2025 in a massive boom. And I say that we have a massive retail, it's the golden quarter, it is that sales peak from October, November, December for everybody in the retail industry. But what I will point out is what happens after Christmas, Boxing Day sales, everybody in the industry then is doing massive sales. You then have January sales, everybody's giving everything away because they see a dip. Well, we don't at Forever, because we have award-winning weight management products. And what is the key thing that people are looking for January, February, March? Weight management, sports, nutrition, immune system, looking after themselves again after partying hard for 8 weeks. You know, lots of people start the Christmas parties in November. So by gaining that momentum, having those contacts, speaking to people about the products, you will naturally then go from people buying Christmas-based products to having them in your pipeline, to sharing information about our sports and weight management, and they will then start to broaden their spend and look at the bigger range. They will also watch how successful you've been over Christmas. You've paid for your own Christmas. People watch. They love to watch, don't they, what's going on. They will then be a perfect person to reach out to in January and say, do you want to take a look at the business that I do? And it just sets you up for a massive first quarter of the year. So I hope all of that has helped you, give you lots of tips. If you have got any questions, of course, just fire them in. I'm trying to have a quick look at the questions. But everything will, the crackers be available. Everything is on Forever Living on the download section under the tools section. So if you go on your dashboard and tools, I can't remember if it's under product or business, but have a little nosy. There is so much on there, you'll be blown away if you don't normally have a little look on there. And so hopefully that has helped. I want to see loads of Christmas spam now. Let's just absolutely go to town with it. 1st of October tomorrow is totally acceptable to talk about Christmas. And then while I've got you, last thing, make sure you are registered back to the rolling training programme from next Monday, 8 o'clock. You can follow the link, you can scan the QR code, get yourself registered. I always do this in advance. I register and then it sends you the reminder emails so you can't forget. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you're all in the Christmas spirit now. And good luck with the busiest retail time of the year. Thank you, everyone.